So this was confirmed. So I just got a phone call from a lender. I get calls from lenders all the time. And, they're dropping down saying, hey, now we're going to lend money on smaller deals, 270 to 300,000. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means their deal volume's down. Why is their deal volume down? Well, despite the Fed interest rate reduction last quarter, that's on short-term stuff. That's on credit cards, shit like that. That's not on SBA loans. We're still seeing prime plus 2. So 10, 10 and 3 quarters, 10 and a half on interest rates for SBA loans. For a banker to call me, and the reason he called me, he goes, hey, Mike, I know you do a lot of smaller stuff plus the big stuff, which is not the norm. He's calling me because I'm doing a little stuff. That was interesting. And I said, well, hey, while I got you on the phone, what are you hearing on the street? And he says, hey, inventory's really low. I said, well, that ticks and ties back to what I'm hearing. And what am I hearing? If you're a seller and you're even contemplating going to market, and by the way, you shouldn't be shocked that inventory is low. Inventory is low because inflation's high. It's an election year. We've got a big day next week. People are losing their minds. And every 4 years during elections, people hold tight. They don't know how to operate in a level of uncertainty. But, and I say but if you're a seller and you're that baby boomer and you're thinking about getting some chips off the table, multiples don't matter. Supply and demand matters. I don't know who the English, some guy named not Edmund Burke, but some English economics philosopher talked about the two ends of the scissors, the razors that cut the economy, are supply and demand. When supply is low, prices go up because there's limited and scarce resources and the demand is high. And we've got really, really high demand with buyers, really high, but there's no inventory. So if you're a seller and you want to get the highest, best price, don't wait. Don't wait. The laws of economics apply in this world just like the next. Any other economic scenario. Shortage of eggs, price goes up. Shortage of milk, price goes up. Supply chain gets jacked up, cost of steel goes up. Milk, etc. Same thing goes for businesses. So why do I know that to be the case? So on a giggle, I got a listing the other day and I priced it about 2 points higher than I normally would have. And God almighty, the howling from the brokers was legendary. Oh, it's too high, it's this much per unit, da-da-da. They gave me all these reconciled reasons as to why their opinion was what it was. You know what the reason was? The reason was their buyers wouldn't buy it because they commoditize things. But guess what? I got an offer at the price point that I put it at. Why? Scarce resource. When you're the only thing on the market, you get to set the price. Don't forget that supply and demand rules the roost.